You're listening to the Not So Sexy podcast with Liv Milano.
Mom, what drink are you getting?
Huh?
What drink are you getting?
I'm getting kombucha.
Can you get me like a lot of water?
You want water?
Yeah, can you fill up my water bottle?
Yeah.
Are you getting me any sort of water?
What?
Can you get me any sort of water?
No, none. You don't get any water for my interview.
I would like water.
It's best to keep the guests dehydrated.
It's best to keep the guests happy so they don't talk shit about you.
Hey guys, you're listening to the Not So Sexy podcast with me, Liv Milano. And today I have a special guest, my offspring again, Cassidy Milano.
That's so weird that you say that.
Why is it weird?
Offspring.
It's like a band name.
Oh,
You're my offspring.
they sing, no. Isn't their like main song Sex is on Fire?
I don't know.
Is that my thing?
Anyway, let me do my intro.
Okay.
So, make sure you subscribe, make sure you rate, give us 5 stars, and a review. I love reviews, you guys. Come on, please. There's so many listeners. If you're listening, can you just write a sentence, please? Especially on iTunes.
There's so many listeners. We're so famous.
We're so famous. Also, special thanks out to Tim Ackerman and at Guy from KCMO who survived the tornado, because they're supporting me and they're buying us coffee for the month. Did you know that? I have
No.
Patreon, or patrons on Patreon.
Oh, and they're buying us coffee?
They are. They're buying us coffee. Because I told them I don't want people to pay me more than like a cup of coffee because I'm not Netflix. And I don't want them to think I owe them anything.
Okay.
Yeah. I forgot. Oh, I forgot to tell you, the guy who like sent in like $300 got really offended at an episode. I was like, oh, for $300 am I supposed to alter my words for you?
What episode?
Because I said my secret sugar daddy. I was fucking joking.
Didn't he tell you not to call him that?
After I already did it. I'm not gonna, it doesn't matter. You can't give me money and tell me not to say something.
Okay.
This is like an independently produced podcast where I'm not getting paid. Even though, yeah, whatever.
Okay.
So, thanks guys for supporting the podcast. If you look in the link below, I will have my website down there. Check that out. There's a new VIP section, and you can get the code for that if you subscribe on Patreon. And also, there will be the link to my Patreon. There's not very many exciting things on there yet, but after this, I'm actually filming a cooking show. So you guys will get a cooking show from me every month.
What are you cooking?
Today.
For my benefit.
Yeah,
I'm going to eat
exactly. I'm making a potato, broccoli, and cheese soup.
it. Okay.
So low fat.
Down. Low fat?
I'm just kidding. It's not low fat. Well, I'm actually using almond milk instead of regular milk.
I don't think that is that low. Almonds are fatty.
It's the good fats.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's okay. Also, the cheese.
Yeah.
I really can't even have that much cheese, but I make exceptions now and then.
Anything with potatoes in it, I'm sold.
Yeah, for sure. So you can have that when you get back tonight from work. So, throwback to Tori on a couple episodes ago. This is the No Plans podcast. She talked about, she dated a guy, a comedian from New York, and she said that she dated a guy who said, I'm a no plans kind of guy. So basically, I know that's what we all said too. So basically, this is the no plans kind of podcast.
No plans kind of podcast.
So, do you want to vent about your horrible professor on here?
No.
You don't?
I don't want to, no. No.
She already screwed you over so much.
I
Could
don't-
this really ruin the relationship?
What relationship? Oh my god, but I don't think I did tell you. This is why I think it's personal. There's this professor that's been fucking with me. But
It's personal.
Here's why I think it's personal. Because she could just be an idiot. But I don't want to give her that back.
Cassie's the best in people, as you can tell already by 2 episodes.
No, but I do think that it is personal for some reason. I don't know why she could possibly not like me. I don't know. I didn't do anything. I don't ask like stupid questions in class.
For sure.
I literally don't even talk in her class. And like classes that I like, I'll talk in. But like she's teaching bio. Like I'm not a bio person. I'm not a bio major. I don't care. I just don't care. So I don't like talk a lot in her class, and I don't like do stupid shit. Like I
However,
just
she's
sit
still
there.
getting an A.
Yeah, of course. But I just sit there. Like, I don't do anything annoying. So I don't know why she doesn't like me. But one time, I was 10 minutes late to her class because I fucking hate her class and I don't want to go. So, and I have an A.
And it's college. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, I have an A. So if I have an A and I don't like your class, I'm going to be late to your class. Sorry, be a better teacher, and then I will show up.
I agree.
Sorry, but I think that college professors should structure their class where, like, if you don't show up, you cannot get an A. And if you're late all the time, then you won't get an A. But, like, they don't. Anyway. Well, she doesn't.
I don't think they should.
I think they should.
We're all fucking grown-ups. If you know the material, that's all that counts. Being late doesn't matter.
No, learning counts.
Yeah, exactly. If you know the material.
Anyway. How would you know the material
all
if you
right,
don't
so
show
Cass
up?
is going to be a professor one day, and she's going to dock her students for being late, even though she's late.
I'm not going to dock them for being late. I'm going to make it you cannot get an A if you don't fucking show up to my class.
Fair, okay.
Anyway, because, yeah.
No, I get it.
Anyway, so, I don't know how to do that, but I'll figure it out. Anyway, so, so, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, I was 10 minutes late to her class. Turns out she's also 10 minutes late to her own class because she's incompetent and stupid.
So I guess we are ranting about Professor.
Who's 10 minutes late to her own class? Anyway, whatever. So I did not know that, so I'm walking towards her class. And by the way, it's like the last classroom door. So there's 2 classroom doors for this class. And then there's no other doors around it. So there's no other door that I could possibly be walking to. Like, there's no other class that I could be going into.
Okay.
You know, clearly I'm going to this class.
Right.
So I'm, like, 5 feet away from the door. She comes running past me and, like, brushes my shoulder like that.
No, she didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And she ran past me, ran into her classroom door, and did not, like, hold it open for me. When I'm literally, like, I'm right there, you know? Like,
I hate this bitch so much.
like, and I couldn't be going to any other class. It's not like, oh, she might not know that you're going in. She fucking knows. It's the only class.
Yeah.
So not only did she brush past me and not say anything, she also did not hold the door open
When
for
did
me.
this happen?
After, like, the 3rd time she put in my grade room.
Okay. She's a fucking cunt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she sucks. So, and then, of course, she put in my final grade wrong, but she fixed it, so I have, like...
So this bitch, after every fucking test, because Cass is obsessive about her grades and wants to see what
like,
she got on it.
refreshing the grade
like
page.
refreshing.
Like, yeah.
Kind of like me with my stats.
Yeah. But with my grades, I'm
Exactly.
just like, did they put it in yet?
So the first time Cass told me, she was like, oh, it was probably a mistake. The second time I was like, this bitch is doing it intentionally. The third time I'm like, this bitch is doing it intentionally. Cass is still thinking the best. And I'm already telling you to go to the dean, which is what I would have done, and I have gone to the dean. But mostly my professors were cool, but I definitely remember going to the dean about something
I'm
before.
so down to go, and I'm not going to go to the dean, I'm going to go to her boss. I'm going to go to her department head.
Which is usually the dean of that department. That's what it's called.
No, it's called the department head.
Maybe when you get to regular college, then I don't know.
No.
Anyway.
The dean is
doesn't
the
matter.
dean of the school.
No, there's dean of specific departments at universities.
Anyway, so, department heads. So, I'm so down to do that, and I'm going to do that, but I wanted to wait until final grades are submitted so that she can't, like, fuck me over.
She's been fucking you over the whole semester, though.
Yeah, but I don't want her to, like, hate me so much to where she could fuck me over and, like, have me jump through hoops and shit.
Well, you're already having to jump through hoops.
I talked to valid people, and I talked to, like, a professor that I had, and he told me to wait until she submitted grades, so I'm going to wait until she submitted grades because he knows what he's talking about.
Which is, like, today, right?
No.
When is it?
I don't know.
Well,
she was putting it in my site tonight, so.
Okay.
But I'm gonna wait till everything's, like, official and solid so that she would have to, like, and she still could go back and change my grade, but he was like, if she does that, just fucking sue her, so.
Sewer. So she gave her a 0 on the final.
She gave me a 0 on, like, a bunch of tests, and then
Yeah.
and I got an A on every single test. My final grade in the class is a 99.6. That's like, how close to 100% could you get, you know?
Even without the final grade?
No, with my proper final grade in, I got
okay.
my final grade is a 99.6 in the class.
Oh, and didn't you say before the final grade was in, it was still a B?
It was over 100. Oh, what? No.
I got it wrong then.
I never had a B in the class, but she did put all the other grades were right, and then for my final grade, she put in a 0, and it only dropped me down to a B. So, like, basically, if I didn't take the final, I would have gotten a B in the class, which I think is funny.
That is funny.
And then I did take the final and I got a 99.6.
I think she was just hoping you wouldn't notice because a lot of us don't pay attention to every single
But
score
like,
we do.
why is she doing that?
I don't know, but that reminds me exactly of a teacher that you had when you were younger. I don't remember her name, or else I would for sure blast her. It was at Dixie Canyon, and you had two teachers. And she did not like me, and she was giving you a hard time. Do you know what she did to me?
What?
Outside of the parent-teacher conference.
Hmm.
We got so heated inside there. I went outside. No one was around. She got so ratchet on me.
Don't say that.
Oh, she got ratchet. I don't give a fuck. Who else does this? She went and she took her shoulder and she bumped my shoulder so hard that I like flew back.
Like, what are you guys fighting about in a parent-teacher conference for? I was like
I don't
in
remember.
first grade.
Yeah, I don't remember, but it's like don't fuck with me and my kids. So it was a very valid reason, but it's just I don't remember anymore. But like she totally bumped my shoulder, and what she was probably hoping is that I would punch her in the face, but I have more class than that. I've never gotten in a fight except for 6th grade in the girls' bathroom, and I punched my friend one time, and that was literally the only time I've ever gotten in a fight in my whole life. But like the amount of restraint it took for me not to punch her, but it would have been my fault.
Wow, she was literally one of my favorite teachers.
I don't know, but that's the thing. I don't know why she didn't like me, but she ferociously did not like me. And she made my life extremely hard, and she was just a total bitch. But I'm just saying that because it's like your professor. It's like you've done nothing. Like I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know.
People...
I don't know what's up with that bitch.
Yeah.
I did literally nothing to her. I didn't even talk in her class. Like I was unknown.
Right.
She doesn't know who I was until I fucking told her. Like, because after the first test, she put it in as a B instead of an A. So I went up to her and I was like, I didn't get a B. Like I know for sure I didn't get a B.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, my bad, like, what a freak accident, she said. And then she put it in as an A. And then ever since then, she's just been putting every single test grade in as a
I'd
0.
give her one chance. If you're a professor, you know how to put grades into a system. That's not a hard thing.
I know what I was telling my friend was, like, either she has something personal against me, or she, like, puts on a blindfold and slams her head against the keyboard. And that's how she puts in grades.
It's intentional. 4 times is absolutely intentional. Oh, I wanted to ask you something. So I went to Digital Hollywood last week, which was amazing. I met some cool people. I also met, like, a total scam artist who was like, I'm going to give you a comedy TV network. Yeah, right, buddy. Oh, and then he was also quoting Bible quotes at me and saying he hates the Me Too movement. And this dude was a speaker on a panel, but I'm not going to...
Great guy.
Yeah, what a great guy. Anyway, but the guy I met who was also on the panel is actually a cool guy. He like, I don't know, I think he's a producer on American Idol, and he directed, what's that band? Chainsmokers video.
My friend was on American Idol.
Oh yeah, what's her name?
Colette Lush.
Yay,
She's
Colette
great.
Lush. Oh, everyone Google her and download her
She has
music.
an album, 7-1. It is a great album. I know the words to every single song. She's great.
This is not a paid sponsorship.
This is not, but she is wonderful.
But we like her.
You like her too, right?
Yeah, for sure.
She's great.
No, I like her.
She's great.
I think she's gonna be famous. It's just a matter of getting into the right hands, for sure.
She has a great voice.
Um,
She did not win American Idol though, but she was on there.
That doesn't matter.
It was political. Just kidding. I don't know. I don't actually.
I'll ask
know
my
anything.
friend who produces it.
Yeah, ask him if they. Yeah.
Okay. So what was I getting at? Oh, I found it very interesting. There was like this 60-year-old woman who is a lesbian, and she was talking about the LGBTQ community, and she said, which this made me feel really good, because she said there's some things you would think that community is all for supporting each other, but sometimes it's not. And she said that she felt ignorant because she had never heard of when people want to be referred to as they.
She never heard of that?
Well, this was a while ago. This is
Okay.
when, and that made me feel better because it's like in my generation and obviously her generation, like we weren't taught any of that because people were still completely in the closet and like not as free as, it wasn't as accepted as it is today. And I think that's amazing. So she said that she asked someone like, oh, what is this about? And like they just assume that she should know because she's a lesbian. But she said what she wants to say is that if you're asking the questions, that means you're an ally, because it just means that you just don't know and you just want to know. So
But on
like,
top of that,
mhm.
I mean, I think it's great when people ask questions, but I think it's better when people Google questions. Because honestly, I think it's better when people Google because it's not, I mean, people sometimes don't want to sit there and spend all their time explaining it to ignorant people.
Yeah,
so if you feel ignorant, just look into it yourself. Like, you don't need to impose that on someone else. It's not their job to educate you.
But I think what she was also saying with that is that sometimes you don't know if someone wants to be referred to as he or she or they. So, like, it's okay to ask, what would you prefer? Because that's respectful.
Yeah, you can ask for, like, pronouns.
Oh,
and
okay.
stuff. Usually what I do is if I can't tell what they identify as, I just go with they.
You do?
Yeah, automatically.
Can you use they in a sentence for me? Like, just replace it with he or she?
Okay, what sentence?
No, that's what I'm asking, for you to use it in a sentence.
Okay. He would like some water. They would like some water.
Okay. What if you're... Oh, so if you're talking to the person, obviously you don't say they. You just say you.
Normal English grammar applies. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You don't have to replace it with their name.
Okay. I got it.
You know?
Yeah.
It's
Is there anything else? Like, I wanted you to educate my podcast listeners. So, do you, like, who would who are the type of genders?
You're
I'm
really
trying not to
tiptoeing.
offend.
You're
I'm
really
tiptoeing.
Okay. So there's So there's the binary, right? There's men, there's women, and then
Explain what a binary is, because I'm sure people don't know.
the
Some
gender
people.
binary.
Mhm.
That's implying that there's two genders,
Okay.
men and women, which no.
So that's what non-binary is. It's like you're
So
saying.
if you're non-binary, then you don't identify as a man or a woman. You identify as non-binary. So you're like either a third gender or like just not
nondescript, like.
Yeah, just
You
not
don't wanna
conforming to
fall.
either gender, just like not caring about gender. And I think there's a lot of people
I like
nowadays
that.
that just don't care
Mhm.
about gender and don't really care about the binary. And I think that that's cool, but I think that a lot of trans people do care about the binary, you know, because they're like, okay,
They really
was born a man,
identify
but
as female.
I really identify as a woman. So
Mhm.
I feel like, and I think that that's totally valid and cool. It's like, yeah, I don't think that the binary is evil. I just think that it's
Some people don't want to be put
so many
into.
people.
Yeah, it's like you don't want to be put into the slot.
And also, this isn't a new thing. Like, I know a lot of Native American cultures had more than two genders, and like,
really,
yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah, a lot of cultures actually have more than two genders. It's just like it's the very European white. I don't know. There's a lot of things, but there are a bunch of different cultures that do have more than two genders, and I think that there's a lot of different genders. But so anyone who would want to identify as they can, and like I even know people who are like women who are like born women, sexually female, you know, who are like, yeah, you could call me she, you could call me they too. Like, they don't care, you know?
I felt really bad because I had a trans friend in Seattle, and she wanted to go by she. And at first, I kept saying he, and it was a complete, I know, but it was like not intentional at all. And let me just say, she's so amazing. Because instead of me ignoring that I fucked up, like, instead of me just keep going with my conversation, referring to her as he, I actually stopped and I actually apologized, and I was like, I'm so sorry, that's like just me being dumb, like it's not intentional. And she was so cool. She was like, I know it's not intentional, like, we're friends. I hung out with her the most probably out of anyone in Seattle.
I also don't, I mean, you also totally don't have to make it as huge of a deal. I feel like if you misgender someone, or if you even just don't even know and you just go, oh yeah, she, and they go, actually it's they, or actually it's he, you don't have to like make it a big deal. You don't have to be like, oh no, I'm so sorry.
I didn't make it
like,
a big deal.
You could just, like, if they go, oh it's he, you could just be like, oh sorry, he.
No, she didn't
just,
even
move
correct
on.
me. She wasn't going to correct me, but since I had done it and like I didn't want to let it go, I didn't want her to think that I was not accepting.
Yeah, it's very nice of you to apologize.
Yeah, like I apologized, and she was really cool with it.
Yeah.
Cool. So, what's new in your life, Cass?
What's new? I have about a week break before I go to summer school.
To what classes are you taking?
Oh,
no, I don't know if you want to talk about that. Can people find out where your classes are now, right?
Probably not.
I don't know.
Probably not. If they want to show up and learn. They can show up and learn. They don't know what school I go to.
Yeah, that's true.
Do they?
No.
Good.
Mm-mm.
Don't come to my school. I'm taking an honors writing class, and then I'm also taking logic, which you failed in college 3 times.
No, I passed the 3rd time. I keep saying I failed
Okay,
3 times.
you failed
I
twice.
passed the 3rd time.
Failed
However,
twice.
I had to leave my college and go to a community college because people said if you cannot pass it at this place, a lot of people will take it at this college because they teach it instead of
A different way.
They teach it in the more psychology way, whatever that fucking means, instead of the math way. But that's weird because I thought I was really great at math, but apparently I couldn't pass that class. And which makes sense because my logic in life has been off a lot. It really is.
Hard agreement.
Bitch!
Anyway.
Why hard agreement?
Just saying. No
I
tea.
don't make logical choices sometimes.
Yes.
But I do
This
trust
is
my
true.
intuition, and sometimes
You do.
and sometimes it doesn't make sense to anyone but me, but I don't care
Okay.
because I have to
We'll
be
see how I
confident.
do in this logic class. I think I'll do pretty well. I
I can't wait.
I
I can't wait to find out how she does. She's giving me so much shit.
I think I'm a pretty logical human being.
Oh yeah, let's see how you do.
Do you not
That's
think?
how you do when
Do you
pigs
think I'll do
fly.
bad?
No, I think you'll ace any class you ever take.
Thanks.
She's kind of a mini genius. Too smart
No,
for her own
I
good.
don't think I'm not a genius. It's just that I
She's
try
smart.
really hard.
Yeah, but yeah, that's true. That's what geniuses do also.
They try really hard.
Mm.
No one's actually born a genius. They just try really hard until they become a genius.
Well, I mean, most of the things in our world are learned things. Like,
What a behaviorist you are. No.
oh my god, what's a behaviorist, Cassidy?
You study the behavior.
What,
It's exactly what it sounds like.
What is it?
They study. Oh God, if my psych teacher heard this, psych professor, excuse me. Behaviorists. They study human nature based on their behavior and their actions. That's it.
So, do you think that people come out a certain way no matter what? I think we're given smart like, I obviously think people can be extra smart and can create things without learning it. I'm not saying that that doesn't happen.
Some things, like in linguistics and language, some things are like, I can't think of good examples, but like some things, yeah, it's like more intuitive than like learned.
Mm-hmm.
Because like some, infants don't make some language mistakes that they should make. Does that make sense?
Oh, okay.
Because they just catch.
And also, like, animals come out hunting immediately and stuff like that. Like, they know what to do.
I don't think that everything is learned, and that's
No,
why,
yeah.
because there's this idea, and it's like John Locke versus Thomas Hobbes, and John Locke is like, oh, tabula rasa, which is Latin, I
I
think.
don't know what she's talking about.
It means blank slate. Tabula rasa
Okay.
means blank slate
Mm-hmm.
in Latin, I believe. Ooh, if I sound like an idiot, I feel so bad. Anyway, which he thinks that all humans are born a blank slate, and that basically, like, they learn behaviors and they learn, like, how to be a good person, or they learn, how to be a bad person based on, like, their upbringing. And so he thinks that their environment is very important, basically.
Yeah.
And then Hobbes is like, okay, babies are born selfish, humans are born selfish, and they're gonna try to survive. Like, our main instinct would be survival, and then to get our needs met, and then learning, like, how to be a good person and shit comes later.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think I would agree more with that. And Hobbes also, I think it was Hobbes who says this, he has, like, this baby in a bubble analogy or something, where it's like, or like if a baby was like, if it was competition, right, and there was just 2 babies and there was like 1 bottle of milk or something, then the baby would take the stronger baby, the one who was just like, who would win, natural selection, would take the bottle of milk and down the whole thing and not give a fuck if the other baby died.
Wow.
And I think that that's so true.
Yeah.
I think that that's so true. There's no
Yeah.
way they'd be like, let's ration this. Like, it's a baby.
Right.
You learn how to be pro-social. You learn how to, like, care about other people. You're not born caring about other people. You're born caring about yourself and wanting to survive for yourself.
Yeah.
So
That sounds right.
I agree with Hobbs. But not that I completely disagree with Locke either, because Locke has some good ideas. And
I was
do
gonna say
think,
I'm probably middle of the road and would have to learn more about each.
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah,
that,
this is just
I don't
a
think
very
any
blanket-
extreme thoughts. Yeah.
this is a very, this is so broad.
It's fascinating though.
But yeah, and I do think that Locke, I think that the environment that you're raised in is very important, obviously. Obviously, and that does...
Well, yeah, because sociopaths can either start out sociopaths or it can be learned.
I don't know anything about sociopaths.
Oh, I love reading about them.
I believe you. Oh my god, did you see the Ted Bundy thing on that? No, you didn't.
Fuck no. There's a warning to watch it with a friend. I don't even think I could watch it with a friend.
It's not even that bad. It's like, there's so much shit that's so much worse. Like Forensic Files. Have you seen Forensic Files?
I don't watch that stuff.
Neither do I. That shit's fucked
No,
up.
I'm already paranoid as it is with my fucking taser.
I know,
already,
Julia.
I already take precaution.
My sister Julia is a fucking psycho, and she can fall asleep. No offense, she can fall asleep to murder podcasts.
Yeah,
talking about
she has them
this
playing.
person was brutally killed,
and
blah,
she
blah,
just
blah.
falls
She
asleep like a princess.
I came home once from work, and it was this is when I worked at the other place, and so I got home at 2 a.m.
Yeah,
and so I just got home from work. I'm ready to go to bed, and I hear this male creepy voice,
so awful.
Talking about this brutal death, and I'm what the fuck is going on? So I go in through my sister's room because I have to get to the bathroom. I go through her room and I'm like, Julia? And she's asleep. And I go over, she's listening to a murder podcast.
That's crazy.
Literally, what's wrong with you?
Yeah,
what?
I don't know.
Are you having sweet dreams,
Here's
Julia?
the thing. When I was a kid, I used to read scary books. I would read Amityville
Scary shit
Horror.
I read was Harry Potter.
No. I used to read Amityville Horror.
I was
obsessed.
Stuff. I'm okay
I
with
read
ghost stuff
ghost
because I
stuff.
don't believe it. It does
I
scare
believe
me.
it. Yeah.
It scares me, but I'm that's not gonna happen. I don't like murder shit.
I don't like
I'm
murder
that's
shit,
too
but-
real.
No.
That's
I don't
way
like any
too
of that.
real.
The only time I'll watch that is if I'm with another person and I'm staying the night with them because I won't be able to sleep. I already can't sleep.
Dude,
as it
I don't
is.
want to stay. If I'm watching some murder shit, they can stay the night with me. I don't want to go to someone else's house. I want to be at home where I know all the hiding places.
Although I think it's finally getting to her because she's bought locks for the windows and shit.
Yeah, no, that's what I was saying.
So-
That's what I was saying. Julia was listening to too much true crime shit.
Yeah,
and she
she
bought
was.
one of those wooden sticks for our sliding glass door.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, there's a lock. And she's like, well, yeah, but I don't know. And I'm like, it's glass. They could just.
Oh,
punch
stop.
through it.
That's so scary.
Okay,
Don't put it out into the universe.
I'm just
But
saying.
you do believe in ghosts. Me and you were the ones who believed in ghosts and Julia didn't. And now Julia does because she's finally seen some shit. Because remember, she had never seen anything. But you and I saw the same ghost at my friend's house a long time ago. That little girl in the corner of the room.
Okay, but here's
so
the thing.
annoying.
But here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
It was the middle of the night. We were very tired. It could have been a dream.
How did we both see the same dream, though?
Me and Julia have had the same dreams. Also, there was a little.
So you
there was
think
a
it's
little,
more probable?
Hold on. Yes, because there was a little, a doll outfit in that corner.
There was not a doll outfit hanging from the ceiling.
There was. I swear to God, it was a blue little Alice in Wonderland thing.
No.
She was obsessed with Alice in Wonderland. There was something in the corner, and I was like, okay, that could be it. Also, me and you have terrible eyesight. We were sleeping, so we weren't wearing our contacts.
We both saw the same thing. And it was bigger than it was a floating fucking
I
chick.
think
Little girl.
we saw what we wanted to see because it was fun.
So now you don't believe in ghosts and
Not
shit.
really. I don't know, but no.
But you know there's a ghost in the kitchen.
No, that's more for funsies. Our kitchen makes sounds at night.
It
Ooh.
makes unusual sounds.
Come on.
We both heard it.
Yeah, no, it makes
It's
a lot
like
of
someone's
sounds.
cooking
There's a
in
lot
there.
of creaking sounds and stuff at night, but I think that it's just stuff settling. There's an
Yeah.
attic above us.
There's
We
not
have
an...
neighbors. It's an apartment.
We're on the top floor.
Yeah, but there's an attic above us.
So someone's living up there cooking.
Possibly.
You're
I don't think
fine
they're
with
not
that.
cooking. What are you hearing? Are you hearing boiling water?
I'm just hearing all kinds of shit in the bathroom. I mean in the kitchen.
in the kitchen. Yeah, I think it's pan settling and stuff and
Pans. Your pans settle, you guys. They settle in the cupboard.
Yeah, and just like people with houses, rich people out there, you understand when you have homes, a mortgage, whatnot. Your house settles and things happen.
Yeah.
things make noises.
All right.
Yeah, I don't really believe in
I
ghosts.
believe. Do you believe in UFOs?
Aliens, of course.
Oh, okay.
I think that is so ignorant that you would think that you're the only living thing in the whole fucking universe.
Yeah, for
there's
sure.
aliens. Yeah.
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 Do you think they're walking
I don't think
amongst
that they're
us?
like.
Do you think there's any that live on Earth?
I told you about the study about octopi.
I don't remember the study of octopi. Refresh my memory.
Octopi are aliens. Some scientists believe.
Ooh.
Told you that.
That terrified me. Oh my god, I'm
Why?
never going in the ocean
Octopi
again.
are so cool. I love
Will you
them.
stop calling them octopi though?
It's plural. What do you want
I
me to
know,
call them?
an
Octopuses?
octopus.
What the fuck do you want me to call them? They're octopi.
You just sound like a little professor. The octopi are aliens.
Literally, in elementary school, they teach you plural stuff.
I know. It just
Cacti,
sounded-
octopi.
I don't know why it was annoying me. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry that my presence annoys you.
It's not your
The fuck?
presence. It's that word. Anyway, octopus
Octopi.
are fucking scary as
Octopus?
hell.
Octopuses.
She put on this. She put on this fucking underwater sea adventure where they went down farther than anyone has ever gone, and I could not sleep.
I love that shit.
I love it too.
That's what makes that's what I want to watch when I go to bed.
Yeah.
I want to watch the deep dive, those fucking
They're. Ooh. First of all, that's when I learned that squid are as big as they are. I had no idea. I've been
Julia
eating
didn't
squid my
believe me.
whole life.
Julia did not believe me. I told her how big squid are. She was like, nope. I showed her a
Those
picture.
are scary.
And I swear to God, she lost her mind.
I did too. I just didn't know.
They're called giant squid.
They're fucking as big as a whale or bigger. They're fucking huge.
You know what I want? I like blue whales. And I want to swim with a blue whale.
I know you like whales, but I
love whales.
I've seen a whale next to our boat going to Catalina, and it terrified me because it was bigger than the boat, or as big. And having it next to the boat, you know that if it got pissed, it could knock you the fuck over.
Whales are gentle giants.
I've also
most of the
seen
time.
tons of sharks swimming around our boat, and that was also terrifying.
I have a question. You know how they always show when people go to the Bahamas or some tropical beautiful place that's heavenly, and they get in the water and there's a bunch of stingrays that swim
Fuck
up on
that.
them? Would you ever do that?
No. The dude died being pierced in the heart by a fucking
Rest in peace,
stingray.
Steve Irwin. But
Yeah.
he also said that he got too close and that he invaded the animal's
Also,
space.
in Catalina, I saw the biggest stingray I've ever seen in my entire life. I didn't know
get
they
big,
could
too.
get big.
They get very
And
big.
here's the crazy thing. We were docked in Catalina. It was clear, so you could see the bottom. The thing was as big as our boat down there. That means the closer it gets to us, the bigger it is. It never came up, thank fucking God. Because that thing just... Oh my God, those things terrify me. All I know is I don't know how I was a surfer. I
don't know
was an
either because you're so
adrenaline
scared.
Well, it's after I had kids I got scared. Before I had kids, I skydived, I rode motorcycles, I surfed all the time. I was called the Charger because I'd charge waves, drop into waves with the guys. It was always just me and a bunch of guys. I'd get in arguments with dudes who were territorial out there, and I'd have to fight them for waves and shit. And I don't know how I was.
That's so funny to me that that's a thing.
I don't even know how I was
think
that
it's
person.
funny that people get territorial about waves.
Yeah.
In the ocean.
Oh,
That's
my
hilarious.
favorite was there was me and another dude. I was on, I can't remember which side you're supposed to be on now. I don't fucking remember. But I was on the right side to catch the wave. And he caught it with me and was screaming at me. And I was like, fuck you. And then I dropped into the wave. It was the biggest drop I've ever done. And I think I was even on a shortboard because I didn't really ride shortboards. So I fucking whizzed and the dude ate shit. And that was like my victorious surfing moment. I was a man. I was a dude. I was
Why
like
does
all
that
the
make
dudes.
you a dude?
Because there was no other girls who surfed. I was like one of the only girls. I'm joking. Don't get all... Oh my God. Didn't mean to offend you.
You didn't offend me.
I'm just saying.
I was just asking.
Maybe I was non-binary and I just didn't know what the fuck that meant.
Oh, that sentence is so incorrect.
Why? What are you talking about? I never felt like I was...
binary and I had no clue.
No, I said non-binary.
Oh, my therapist texted me.
Why is your therapist texting you?
Probably to set up an appointment.
Oh, okay. I'm triggered because my therapist used to text me too. Oh, shoot.
Is your therapist texting you?
No, I don't have one anymore. He was the
I
creepy
know.
one. Oh, Sarah's asking if we're going to her her going away party. Do you have Saturday off?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right, we gotta RSVP and go. Sorry. my best friend, who was their nanny, is leaving the state, and I'm so bummed. And now she has 3 kids, so but we're gonna get to go visit her in Colorado.
I think I've only met one of them.
I know, you guys haven't seen them.
I've only met Emma.
You've only met Emma.
I love Emma.
I know.
Me and Emma are...
Well, Isla is just her twin.
I know.
And Jameson's adorable. I'm sorry, Sarah, I'm putting all your kids' names out there. No one knows.
No one knows her last name.
No. So, do you want to do some random questions from my question book that I bought?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't.
We're just going to do...
What, you bought a book of questions?
Yeah, these questions are good. Like, I was actually excited. It's called 3 Questions About Me.
3?
I got it...
Or does it say 300?
Or it says 3,000, sorry. I got this at Skylight Books. You can't go wrong. Oh, no, I didn't. Did I get it at Skylight? Or did I get this with you at Barnes & Noble?
I just don't
I
know.
don't fucking know.
Love Barnes & Noble.
I don't love them.
Why?
Do you actually want me to tell you the story why?
No. Do you want to?
Yeah. So, I worked at one, and this was when we lived in Temecula. Fucking hell out there. I also want
worked
to
at a
tell...
Barnes & Noble
I
when you were
did.
in Temecula?
I had a part-time job there.
Why
I couldn't
did I
find
not
work.
know that?
Well, I have no idea. So I also did substitute teaching,
Mm-hmm.
and I actually wanted to tell the story, and I always forget to tell the story. Someone needs to look into Temecula and Murietta because they are back in time about 50 years. Because I swear on my life, I taught a class. It was like a math class. Bunch of white kids. The very next class, there was one white kid. It was overcrowded. There was like too many kids in the class, and they were all Latino and black. And I was like, this is absolutely 100% segregation. Like, this is disgusting.
Did I tell
This
you
is disgusting.
when I got a tour of the Murietta High School that me and Julia went to for like a semester?
Mm-hmm.
They literally it was a student tour, so like there was just like this guy, and it was just me and Julia, and he was like, yeah, so the white kids sit here, straight up. He was like, there's like a group of black kids that sit over there, and like the Hispanics sit over there, and I was like,
I have chills because I'm so disgusted at that place.
No,
I
me
did
and
not
Julia
know it was a
literally-
racist, just back in the, I don't know how to explain
me and
it.
Julia literally, like, we grew up in LA, like, this
Yeah.
isn't, like, so me and Julia were just like,
Yeah.
oh.
I had so many, and here's the thing. The white class, they were out of fucking control. It was a more advanced class. The next class that came in, so there was like 28 kids in the white class. The next class, there was like 40 fucking kids. Only one white kid out of the 40, and they were like just so nice and so quiet that I was shocked, and I was so disgusted. I was just so fucking disgusted because they were in a lower level class. They were more well behaved, and it was obvious what was going on there. How the fuck did only white kids? I'm
Yeah, actually, that was so
goddamn.
segregated,
I'm
like-
so fucking mad thinking about it because it took me 2 seconds to go down the list and be like Rodriguez, and then I started looking up and I was like, I still have I have major chills because I was so fucking angry, and I loved that class so much, and someone needs to look into that school district because they are back in
racist.
time. They're fucking racist.
That, honestly, Temecula, too, that whole place
Yeah.
was just so racist.
So
I've
I
never
worked-
been somewhere so racist.
No, me neither. And in fact, I was talking to my friend who lived in the South and said, dude, that part of California sounds more racist than the deep South. Like, it's bad. It's fucking bad. So I worked at Barnes & Noble, and a manager, I can't even remember because I block shit out and I forget shit very easily. But I can't remember exactly what happened, but there was a black security guard who I loved. She was so cool. And one of the managers, who was a white guy, said, oh, God, he first of all told her to watch these black teenagers who were walking around the store and then said something so racist right in front of the security guard, something about, I can't remember, I've literally blocked it out, and he was a manager, and I complained about that because I was like, dude, he said it right in front of the security guard. He said it, he treated these people differently. They investigated and found nothing. And I quit. I was like, you guys are racist as fuck. I hated that place.
Everyone there was racist as fuck. It was terrible.
Not only racist, but like you found lesbians in the school who would come to our house crying because their parents told them they were going to hell. That one girl, her parents said that she, don't say her name, but her parents said she was going to hell because she's a lesbian. Do you remember that?
Well, they just didn't. Yeah. Yeah, they were a mess. And, like, people, I mean, there was, like, this one student in particular who would, like, come up to me all the time and just be like, you're going to hell. And I was like,
really?
Thank
would
you.
Straight up say you're going to hell?
Yeah, like, that's all he would say. Yeah, he was just like, you're going to hell. And, like, he hated me so much. And I was just like,
Are
okay.
you serious? Why? What was his reasoning?
Because I'm gay.
I hate fanatical Christians. Like,
And there were
change.
so many people who, too, who, like, I thought were cool, and then they were like, oh, you know, like, I disagree with your lifestyle, but, like,
Go
you're
fuck
cool.
yourself.
But, like, they were like, oh, but you're cool. And I was like,
Oh, do I get a pass? Do I get a gay pass? Go fuck yourself.
yeah.
I fucking hate people. Okay, so we're actually almost to the end because you have to get
I have
going.
to go.
So let's do one question each, yeah?
Are we just flipping open a random page?
I'm going to ask you one and then you can ask me one.
Oh.
Yeah? Okay. So
What kind of questions
I'm going to do
are
it
these?
random. I don't know. We're going to find out. Describe your poker face.
What? I don't play poker.
Okay, let's do a different question. Julia doesn't have a poker face.
No.
Okay, life is too short, so you need to stop and...
Smell the roses.
No. Life is too short. What should people do?
That's so fucking cheesy and lame. Whatever the fuck you want to do. People should spend more time outside, I think.
Okay, cool.
It's fucking, there's no cool answer to that.
Yeah,
There's no cool answer to that. There's nothing I could have said that wouldn't have been fucking lame.
true.
Who do you think you inspire? Oh, this is a great question for you.
I
think?
That's so
Just kidding.
rude. I don't inspire you.
I'm hilarious. Yeah, you do.
Who do I think I inspire
The most.
the most? Wilson. My cats.
What about this? Do you believe in fairies?
I think I am a fairy. I have the ears and everything. I have the ears that are connected, and then they go up to a
Are
point.
they pointy? You have pointy ears?
Yeah, I do have pointy ears. I used to cover
I
them.
don't
Watch, let me show everyone my pointy ears. I have fucking fairy ears. People used to make fun of them.
You know why I
And
used
they
to cover my
connect.
ears? People would be like, your ears are really small. And I was like, fuck you.
You're like, okay, you're really ugly. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for your life.
That is not what I said.
I know, you're too nice. All right, so that's it, everyone. I hope you subscribe
How
and rate
fast can you
and
get
review.
changed?
Oh,
I get changed in
Cassidy?
2 seconds.
This is Cassidy. Mom, I gotta go to work right now. I'm gonna leave in 2 minutes. Like, she literally will be like in pajamas watching YouTube videos, and I'll snap my fingers, and she's like ready to go to work.
Yeah, I got ready
She
real
doesn't
quick.
fuck around.
I don't fuck around.
Oh, not me. I have to try on clothes and see if it fits my mood for the day, and yeah, it takes me. I would say I'm happiest when I get ready in an hour. My hair is a
Well, here's the
fucking
thing. It
frizzy
depends-
mess,
it
so I'm
depends-
starting with this frizzy
It
mess that I
depends
have
what I'm
to.
getting ready for. Because for work,
Oh yeah, who
I don't
cares?
care.
I would just throw it in a bun. Yeah.
yeah. And then, like, for school,
Oh, burping segment, except it's Cassidy.
this is, like, the third time I've burped.
I burp all the time. This is the first time I haven't burped.
But I've been, like, stifling them. Do you know?
Oh yeah, I always stifle them.
Okay,
of
wait.
course.
Do you know how? Have you seen that John Mulaney? Sorry to bring up John
She's
Mulaney.
obsessed with John Mulaney.
Have you seen? I haven't actually.
Like,
watched-
are you obsessed? Like, you'd want to marry him obsessed, or are you just
Ew.
obsessed?
No, he's great. He has a lovely wife.
I know, but if he didn't, would you?
No, I think that they should stay together forever. I think they're great.
You don't want to live happily ever. So it's not that kind of obsession.
I want him to, like, adopt me.
Great, that's fine. You don't have a mother over here.
he's a man. So, anyway, what was I saying about John Mulaney? He had a segment that was talking about that. What did you just say?
I don't remember.
Fuck.
It's gone.
You distracted me.
What did
because
I
you
say?
were accusing me of wanting to marry him.
I wasn't accusing her. I was asking what kind of obsession it is.
I think he's funny. That's it.
What were
Fuck.
we just talking about?
Fuck.
What were we just talking about?
It was funny. John Mulaney is
I'm
funny.
funny.
Not you, John Mulaney.
I was pretending to be you, not me.
I am funny as well.
I know, she should do stand-up. I'm bringing her pretty funny woman who I love, Lisa Sunstedt, just opened a new studio, and she's going to have open mics, and I'm taking Cass. That's it. You're doing it. I'm excited.
I did not consent.
She's already consented and wants to. She has notes.
I said I might, and I do
Talking
have notes.
to the mic.
I said I might, and I do have notes.
Yeah, she's going to do it. That's how you're going to meet John Mulaney. That's how I'm going to like.
I don't
convince her.
care about meeting him. I just like him as a celebrity figure.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think he's a great famous person.
All right, shall we wrap it up? I don't have my tarot cards. Do you know where they are?
What?
Do you have tarot cards?
Why do you need tarot cards?
Because I used to end this with a tarot fortune, and now I can't find them.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't listen to your podcast.
You shouldn't. It's not for you.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, everyone. Rate, review,
Wait, I
subscribe.
can do an intuitive.
Oh,
reading.
Cassidy is gonna give us our
Excuse
future.
me, I just got possessed by the devil.
So yeah, Cass is gonna give us our fortune for the week, everyone. Let's do it.
I can just, yeah.
She's feeling it.
I'm
She's
feeling
the
all of your
spirit.
vibes out there. I'm feeling all of your vibes. And I think that this week, something unexpected will happen to you. And I think that you should go for it instead of running away from it. I think you should
Because
go
life is too short.
walk down that unexpected road and see where it ends up. Hop on a bus and just see where you end up.
Okay, only if you're over 18, okay? All
Do
right.
minors listen to this?
I hope not. I don't think so.
If you are a minor, go to school. That's my fortune.
All right, love you guys. Thanks. Bye.
Adios.